Hi, everyone. So I wanted to give at least a basic introduction to Canvas in as short amount of time as I can. For those of you who want to try this out, it's actually not that hard once you kind of overcome the anxiety. So let me just jump right in here and talk about what to do. So you start off with your dashboard right here, and this is going to have all your courses already loaded. So you have development courses and then the courses here. I would just use the courses. First thing you want to do is give yourself a picture. So you click on the little account. Yours will be generic. You go to settings, and then you click on this thing, and that will allow you to upload a photo for yourself, which is fun. People like that. All right. Second, I've got a course pretty much ready to go, and that's my public speaking course. You can see that it has a nice little picture, which it uploads after you change it. So once you go in here, well, actually, let me go back and show you generically what you'll see when you first get in. So let's say I was doing this, which is just, you'll have this preloaded stuff, okay? All you have to do is, this is just basically like a Word document. Once you hit edit, you can just clear all that stuff out, okay? So don't be scared by that either. So go back to here, and then I'll go back to my public speaking course. All right, so if I wanted to edit this, I just hit edit, and then I can come in and change this. I can click on that. I can cut and paste any image I want. So it gives you a nice kind of character. So I can put any image I want. You type anything you want down here and you hit save, and then you're good. Okay. So that's your opening page. Now, let me stop share for a second and talk a little bit about what Canvas, what the structure of it is. Okay. There's basically three things you want to be concerned with when you start the thing: announcements, modules, and assignments. Announcements are pretty much the same as eCampus, so that's not really very hard to do. Assignments are what you're going to put in, which then load into your gradebook. Unlike eCampus, you don't modify the gradebook. What you do is you create assignments that then are, the gradebook is basically formed out of whatever you put in assignments. So the gradebook doesn't really do anything. It just, in terms of the categories, everything's just loaded from the assignments, okay? I'm gonna show you how to do assignments in a second. Modules is where you're gonna put all your course content. Don't be scared by the word module. A module is just a folder. It's basically just course materials called modules. So any stuff that you're going to be distributing, so your videos, for instance, any of readings, anything that requires a student to go in and look at something is going to be under modules, okay? So that's just replaces the course materials of eCampus, right? And those three things are going to get you pretty much most of what you're going to need here. Now, there's going to be discussions and other things. I'm not going to deal with that right now. I'm just going to give you the basics of how to do this in terms of setting up your material. All right, so let's go back to assignments. Assignments, now you're going to have a bunch of preloaded stuff. You can just get rid of that by clicking this and then delete, and then it will just delete all that stuff. You don't need it, just get rid of it, okay? So what you have is the difference between groups and assignments. Groups is where you're going to do all your major sets of assignments. So for instance, quizzes. If you have 10 quizzes, but they're all quizzes, you put a group of quizzes, which is what I did here. So I also have weekly exercises. So I'm going to do make a group weekly exercises right there. And I'm going to say that this group is going to be worth 20%. Boom. There we go. Weekly exercises. I've done that with major speeches. That's 60%. Now, then you have to add in. So if I want to add an assignment, I just click the add, and then you have to ask what type of assignment. So maybe the first time it'll be some sort of hand-in assignment. So I'll do a video assignment of some kind, and I'll call that, 2 points, whatever. Now I've got this, and I can go in and add the content, and that I'm not going to do with that right now. But this will allow you to add these little assignments under your weekly assignments. Now, when you're looking at the points that you're giving, so if you have 60% of your grade in major speeches, you'll notice that I have 10, 20, 20, and 10. I just followed the proportion that I have in the syllabus in terms of percentages. And that's really the easiest thing to do. So if the intro speech is 10% of your grade, then it would be 10, as long as it's all proportional, it would add up to that under 60%. You can work out the numbers there, it doesn't matter. The points that you use, you can use any point scheme that you want inside each one, as long as then proportionally they will add up to 60%, okay? So this is your assignment group. Now, if you go to grades, you'll notice that the grades are all here that I had there, all right? And go back to, whoops. Yeah, you go to modules. Modules are the same, basically same thing. You add a module. Let's say I want to have lectures chapter 2, okay? So this is how I'm breaking up my modules by lectures. If you want to add something, you do click to add. Let's say that I wanted to add this video. It uploads it, and now you've got a video of me lecturing about what tests under this introduction. So then I can say, okay, students, I posted my lecture for the introduction of the course. You can find it there, along with a set of readings. So let's say I want to do some kind of, you know, PDF reading. I'll go to here and then do something on Cicero. And now I've got a Cicero PDF and a lecture on Cicero under that module. And now you've got your course material. So with that, I've got my syllabus uploaded. I've got my intro page. I've got my basic assignments set up. I've got my course material here. And that sets up most of what you need. Now, a couple other things. You can also go to Google Drive. And here you can allow it to access, I actually don't have any files in my Google Drive, but I can. This allows you to access your Google Drive from Canvas and then use that to upload or move things around. The lockdown browser is something that you can do to force when students are taking exams, it forces them that they can't browse and look up stuff. It locks their screen so that they can only look at the quiz. Zoom is also nice. You click on Zoom and you've actually got all your Zoom meetings right here, which is, you don't have to go switching around. It's already embedded within Canvas, which is pretty cool. So that's the basics of Canvas. I think it looks like it's going to be a really good tool, and especially with all the online stuff we're doing, I would recommend it. So hopefully that was at least helpful to get you started in the few minutes. As we figure out how to do more specific things, we'll add different videos, but hopefully this motivates you to go ahead and try that. And one last thing, I guess, now once we do that, is to publish the darn thing, and so students can see it. All right, and there it is, published courses, ready to go. Okay, so good luck, and if you have any questions about Canvas, put them under here so that I can try to figure them out and let you know how to do it. All right, bye-bye.